We're the visionaries, man. What it do with y'all? Welcome back to another video out in a bit. And I'm saying, now I want to make a video topic to y'all about today, man. What the fuck? But I want to make a video topic today, man. And basically, you see, I want this to be one of my most realest videos that I ever speak when it comes to dating and shit like that, because I feel like motherfucker, I know there's a gender division going on. I'm telling you what it is. Real talk, man. There's a gender division going on, and basically men don't like women and women don't like men. But there's multiple reasons as to why this is going on. There's multiple reasons as to why this is happening, and I'm gonna talk about one of the main reasons, as to why gender division is going on at the current moment. So, title of this video I want to talk to y'all about, man. This video is going to be called Incel. Now, let me speak on that right quick. What is an incel? Excuse me. But what is an incel, man? An incel is an individual that is basically struggling when it comes to dating, but what they're still doing is they're still giving interest into dating the opposite gender. Now, what do I mean? You see, in this day and age that we are in, man, there's a whole lot of sexless men out in this bitch. I'm telling you what it is. Real shit. I know how it feels to be a sexless ass individual. I know how it feels to go through a dry spell out in this bitch. I'm telling you what it is. It's fucked up, to be honest with you, because what's going to happen is, since you're not getting no play, since you're not getting no play out in this bitch, what's going to happen is you're going to get butthurt. And indeed, you have a motherfucking right to feel butthurt after that shit. Motherfucker, you getting rejected. Here you go. You trying your very best trying to pull the opposite gender, but for some odd ass reason you keep on getting rejected out in this bitch. It's bullshit. I'm just telling you what it is. And since that's happening though, right? Since that's happening, what's gonna happen is, I'm just telling you what it is. Since you're getting rejected left and right in this bitch, you're gonna feel butthurt, and what's gonna, you're gonna have a porn addiction on this bitch. That's basically what the fuck it is I'm trying to say, man. You honestly gonna have an addiction. You're gonna have depression. And real talk, man, because when it comes to dating, man, having the opposite gender is a must. I'm telling you what it is. It is really a necessity to have the opposite gender, because when you don't have the opposite gender, what's going to happen is then you're going to feel butthurt. Then you're going to say, "Oh, I'm lonely." I'm telling you what it is, man. Real talk though. I'm telling you the game, man. But and it's multiple reasons as to why. Look, man, look. So what are some ways that you could be an incel? Like, what are some examples of how would you become an incel out in this bitch? How would you become an incel? You become an incel when, like I was just speaking about, you're just having struggles trying to get women and shit like that, or if you're a female watching this, you having struggles trying to get men or some shit, and then you gotta resort to digital sex. I'm telling you what it is. That's one of the ways as to how you're an incel. And then since you can't get it, since you just beating up to that shit online, like I said, you're gonna feel butthurt. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna dispose your hatred online towards the opposite gender. I'm telling you the game. So but yeah, man, so and also what it is that I really want to talk about though, what I really want to talk about, get out the way first, is this. Like I just told you, we are in the age of incel. Men are getting rejected left and right. You know what I'm saying? On the female side, I can't really speak on the female side because I'm not a female out in this bitch. So, I can only speak on the men's side. But men are getting rejected left and right. The average man is not getting no play. And since the average man is not getting no play out in this bitch, what's going to happen is they're going to feel butthurt. And when you feel butthurt, you're going to feel frustrated. And when you feel frustrated, you're going to do some weird ass shit. You're either going to be addicted to porn, or you're going to jack off, same shit. But, or, you might even go to the motherfucking extreme out in this bitch. I'm telling you, man, it's like I said, it's really fucked up. But point I'm trying to get across though, man, is most of the times when individuals become incel, most of the time they're going to start to hate women. And this is what I really want to talk about. You know what I'm saying? I'm just telling you what it is. So let me talk to all the men right quick, right? Because this video is more geared to the men. But let me talk to the men right quick. Here you go, right? You saying that you hate women on some shit, right? You just saying, fuck women. I hate women. Trust me, I know how that shit feels. Man, I remember back in my 2020 days, man. I remember back in 2020, I used to hate the fuck out of these bitches. I'm telling you what it is. Real talk, man, I'm just telling you the game. I remember one time, man, I was on an app, you know what I'm saying? It's basically you get to meet different women all across the world and shit like that. I went ham on one of them females on that app, man. She ain't never been right the same since, and I'm very sorry for that. I told her I'm sorry and everything, man. Real talk, But this is what happens when you're incel though. But point I'm trying to get across is, you see, here you go, right? Here you go. You saying that you hate women and shit. You saying you despise women. You saying fuck women and shit like that. But you're still jacking off to them. But you still wanted some action towards them and shit like that. Look, G. What it is that I'm trying to get across, man, is if you really are an individual that hate women, right? You see, look, if you really are an individual that hate women on some shit, and you want to know something, man, I could title the video of this shit. You know what? That's exactly what the fuck I'm finna do. Hey, man, look, man, I was gonna make a video called Incel some shit. But I'm gonna say that for another video out in this bitch. I want to make sure I get my facts straight when it comes to that. So the new title of this video, man, disregard everything 5 minutes. Well, I mean, you can still contain the information and shit like that. But title of this video is, what the fuck I'm gonna title this video? If you really hate women or some shit. So let me explain. So like I just said before, man, here you go. You despise women on some shit. You hate women on some shit. Every single day, you know what I'm saying? When you see a pretty girl at the mall or some shit like that, right? You just give her the evil eye. You just saying, she thinks she the shit. Because you hate women out in this bitch. So you gonna get, I'm telling you what it is. And females, y'all can look on y'all end too on some shit. Because I'm telling you, man, females be doing the same thing. Y'all be thinking females all perfect and shit. Motherfucking females be doing the same exact thing that men be doing. I'm telling you what it is. When you see the opposite gender, right, and they the attraction it is that you want out of them, right, what's gonna happen is you're gonna give them the evil eye, and the reason for it being is because what's gonna happen is, it was someone that had them same attractive qualities that they got. They probably did you wrong in the past or some shit. So now here you go. You're going to bring all your motherfucking insecurities with you into that next individual. Or should I say, since that other person crushed your ego on some shit, now you feeling butthurt. Now you want your revenge back. I'm telling you, I know how y'all people do, man. Both men and women do this shit. But point I'm trying to get across though, man, what it is that I'm trying to say in this video though, all of this I'm saying, man. So let me say this again. So here you go. You claiming that you hate women on some shit. You claiming that it's fuck woman. You claiming all of that shit. But at the end of the day, you're still jacking off to them. At the end of the day, you're still jacking off to them like you some motherfucking incel, which indeed you are. At the end of the day, you still wishing, oh, I wish I was in a relationship. But yet you say you hate women on some shit. If you really hate women on some shit, and females that's watching this video as well, if you really hate women and if you really hate men on some shit, it's only 3 ways that's gonna really happen if you really hate the opposite gender. One is you become successful with the opposite gender. And what I mean is, on a men aspect, it's when you have all the women in the world that you always wanted and shit like that, and you fucking them left and right, because that's exactly what I'm doing. And I'm telling you, man, hey, look, man, you hate women so much, become successful with them. That's the first step to revenge out in this bitch. Become successful with the woman it is that you always wanted if you really hated them so bad. I'm telling you what it is. But that's one of the ways. Number two is you become asexual out in this bitch. Real talk, you become asexual. Here you go. You claiming, oh, I don't like women, but yet you still attracted to women on some shit. Oh, it's fuck women, but yet you still jacking off to them on some shit. All of this I'm saying, man, you're talking just words out in this bitch. Point I'm trying to get across, man. Number two is, option 2 is you could become asexual out in this bitch. I'm telling you what, if you really hate women so bad, man, become asexual. And I'm just gonna keep it 100 with you, man. When you become asexual on some shit, you'll mute your sexual emotions and you'll mute your sex drive, and what's gonna happen is you're gonna be on NoFap. So if you become asexual, you're gonna be on NoFap. At the end of the day, that's when females are gonna flock to you. I'm telling you, motherfucker, I'm telling you what it is. When I'm telling you, man, females always gravitate to the man that's on NoFap. So if you become asexual out in this bitch, they're gonna start liking your shit. If you having troubles now, and one of the main reasons because you don't have no sexual energy in this bitch, you just jacking off every single day, claiming you don't like women, but you still beating off to these hoes. The fuck? But that's number 2 though. You become an asexual out in this bitch. And number three is you become gay. I'm telling you, hey, look, man, I'm just telling you what it is, G. Because I'm telling you the game, and this goes for the same thing on the female side. Here go all the females. Here go all the females claiming they don't like men and shit like that. But at the end of the day, you still want a relationship with one of these motherfuckers. At the end of the day, you still getting turned on by these motherfuckers. It make no damn sense. The point I'm trying to get across to all of this, I'm saying, if you really hate men on some shit, if you really hate men on some shit, man, all of this I'm saying is you become very successful with the opposite gender, or you know, to the females watching this, you become very successful. You become very successful for all the men and shit like that. I'm telling you the game. That's how you get your revenge back with men. Also, like I said with the number 2, you become asexual as well. And number 3, you become gay. I'm telling you what it is. Real shit, man. That's all this I'm trying to say. And so, but yeah, man. That's all this I'm saying though, man. Because like I said, we are living in a day and time. We are under a gender division that's happening right now. And what's happening is, like, basically what the fuck I'm talking about. Both men and women, they don't like each other for some reason. And I know the reasons why. You know what I'm saying? Here go men probably getting rejected left and right out in this bitch. And when you're getting rejected, what's going to happen is you're going to feel butthurt. You can't help but to feel butthurt. And the reason as to why you're feeling butthurt is simply because your ego got crushed. No one wants to have their ego crushed. That's why I always say it is very important when you're in the process of dating and shit like that, my G. When you're in the process of dating, man, it's 2 things that you need to do when you're in the process of dating. One, you lose your motherfucking ego, because when you lose your ego, you will no longer get butthurt over a woman denying you. Because what you're looking for a woman to approve you on some shit. So when that female don't approve you, and this goes on the female side as well, y'all can look on y'all end too. But you know, when a person denies you on some shit like that, right? That's when you get butthurt and shit. Especially with the ones it is that you really like, you're gonna feel butthurt because you're looking for their approval. Motherfucker, my approval come within myself. I'm telling you, my validation come from within myself. I'm telling you, man, this is what you have to do. Before you even think about playing the dating game, my G, you gotta have validation come from within you. Because as long as you keep on trying to get it from somewhere else out in this bitch, that's when you start to get butthurt. I'm telling you what it is. And number 2 is, or still talking about the same topic I'm talking about, but you know, also another thing that comes when you playing the dating game, you can no longer get mad at these. You can't get mad at them. I'm telling you, man, because what's going to happen is when a person doesn't do when the outcome don't go the way you want it to go on some shit like that, what's going to happen is you're going to feel butthurt, aka your ego going to get crushed. And number 2 is you're going to get frustrated, aka you're going to have anger, because you're trying to figure out what the fuck is going on. Like I said, it is indeed some bullshit, but what's going to happen is you better, hey man, all of this I'm saying, if you can't escape the bullshit, then motherfucker accept the bullshit and prepare for the bullshit. And how do you prepare? 1, you lose your ego, and 2, you stop feeling angry. I'm telling you what it is out in this bitch. I'm telling you, I'm literally living proof of this shit. I don't care how many times I get rejected out in this bitch, and the reason as to why I don't care is simply because it's like basically what I'm talking about now. Like I said, you know, I don't have no ego in dating. I don't get mad. You know what I'm saying? I'm asexual out in this bitch. And look, man, it's very important to be asexual, man. I'm telling you what it is. We are living in the most lustful time out in this bitch. And I'm telling you, man, why you think you got porn addictions for? Why you think you can't stop jacking off? Why you think all of this shit is everywhere? Motherfucker, you are meant to motherfucking be a slave to your sexual energy. I'm telling you what it is. This is why when you try to get on NoFap and shit, you always relapse. And I'm telling you what it is. But this is what I'm saying. You got to become asexual out in this bitch, because when you become asexual, what's going to happen is you're going to remove your sexual energy, or you're going to mute your sexual energy. You're going to mute your sex drive. You're going to mute your attracted to women, because you ain't getting it in the first fucking place. So I'm just telling you what it is. So, and the third one is, excuse me. Third one is you become straight out gay out in this bitch. I'm telling you what I mean. It's either one of those 3 out in this bitch. Either one of those 3, 2 of those 3, or maybe 3 out of 3. I'm telling you what it is. You know, I'm only doing 2 out of 3 out in this bitch. You know what I'm saying? The third option is I said I'm not doing that. I could do that shit, but I'm doing the first 2, man. And the first two, like I said, 1, I'm asexual out in this bitch, and 2, damn, what's the second one I said? You know, I can't remember how it is. But my point I'm trying to get across, man. I think I got my point across, man. This is a 15-minute motherfucking video. But yeah, man. And this is something that I've been thinking about, man. I'm gonna sum this video up one more time, man. I like to talk a lot. Y'all can leave the video if y'all want to on some shit. But I'm gonna sum this video up one more time out in this bitch. Like I said before, man. Like I said before, we are in a time where both men and women hate each other on some shit. Like I said, it could be for multiple reasons. You know, the other person could be rejected a whole lot. You know, they probably got cheated on. You know what I'm saying? You know, You know, what's some other shit? You know, they don't like the modern way of. They don't like the modern way of how the gender is acting or some shit. It's multiple ways as to, you know what I'm saying? It's multiple ways. And basically what it is I'm talking about, though, what it is I'm saying is, if you an individual if you really an individual that hate the opposite gender or some shit, then stop giving these motherfuckers your attention. If you really hate the opposite gender or some shit, then become successful with them. Stop fantasizing about these motherfuckers if you really hate them. Because, you know, why am I saying that you need to become successful with these individuals? I'm saying you need to become successful with these individuals simply because look, man, the best revenge is success out in this bitch. So to all the ones that's rejecting your ass at the current moment or some shit, or rejecting you in the past or some shit, let it be cool. It's cool out in this bitch. What I'm trying to get across is, be successful with the future parties that you got. Because that's how you're gonna get your get back to all the ones that doubted, to all the ones that ain't give you the time of day. I'm telling you what it is. But damn, this nigga over here, man, I might even damn. But anyways, man, other than that though, man, I feel like I got my point across in this video, man. So, you know, hey man, if you like this video on some shit, stay tuned for some more videos, and we out. Peace up.